So I'm standing outside in the rain because there's a very beautiful rainbow over there behind me, and yeah, I noticed it coming up, and I've seen a beautiful rainbow. I think it was like last week or something, and that one was amazing as well. But this one is even a bit more perfect. I mean, look at it, very beautiful. And I saw the colors. I knew this was going to be a good one, but yeah, the rain is rolling in definitely. I thought it was supposed to be dry. It's like the first day that it should be a very nice day, but it was a bit chilly today. There was no sun out, and then the last hour or so the sun came out, but now clouds started rolling in, and I got a storm warning on my phone, so I got a warning that there might be a thunderstorm, and yeah, that's never good, of course, but yeah, it took me by surprise. But when you have a view like this with the rainbow behind me, then those surprises are always welcome. And I knew it was going to rain, of course, because of the rainbow, and I saw the clouds, but yeah, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to enjoy this view. And it's not too cold right now. I'm already completely wet, but it's fine. Sometimes I like to remind myself of the fact that yeah, sometimes it's worth getting wet outside in the rain if you are able to enjoy an amazing view. And that's for me also how I try to look at life. Sometimes it's worth suffering a little bit to enjoy something very special, and that's what I'm trying to do with my daily life as well. Just small moments like these. Sometimes it's worth a little bit of cold, rain, suffering in any shape or form to just enjoy something very special. And I think the rainbow is a good example of this. Just a small tiny thing that the earth shows that's very beautiful, and I could stand here and stare at it for hours, but then I will probably get cold. Well, the rain is dying down a little bit now, and I see some sunshine coming from over behind the trees, so maybe this was it and there will be no large thunderstorms. Although now I say this, I do hear some rumbling behind me, but yeah, we'll see. For now I'll just enjoy this view, and then if there is a thunderstorm, so be it. But by the looks of it, we should be fine. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Well, it seems like we are getting no thunderstorms and just beautiful rainbows tonight. Because I was quickly going inside because the rain was getting too bad and I was getting wet, but it stopped raining. I can still see the beautiful rainbow. It's right over there. But yeah, I moved close to my cottage because I thought it was going to rain some more. The clouds are still on the other side very, very dark. But I think it might be going the other way. So I think I should be good for now. So yeah, sometimes you are lucky and you get to enjoy a beautiful rainbow without the storm afterwards. But yeah, it's actually quite nice. Under the trees I'm getting still a little bit of water on me, still a little bit of raindrops. Mostly from the leaves now, but I think I should be good outside. So I'm going to stay here for a little longer. And while we're at it, I wanted to talk to you guys about something, because yeah, I started this YouTube channel. I think on the top of my head I don't know exactly, but I think it should be almost a year ago now, and I didn't really, well, of course I knew what I was going to do, and it was a very conscious decision I've made, because I'm not really a person that likes to spend a lot of time with groups of people, but I do love to show my life. I do love videography, photography. I love everything with pictures and videos, so making videos is always something I've enjoyed, and in that sense it was for me a logical step to make YouTube videos. But I'm not really the kind of person that spends a lot of time with other people. Of course I have a close group of friends, and I have my family, and I love them all very much, but you wouldn't find me in a group of people that often, because it's just not really who I am. And I'm also, in a way, I'm a pretty private person. I guess for you guys that sounds like something crazy, because I'm sharing my life on YouTube now, but I am a private person, and it was quite a big step for me to show my life. Not only my life, but also share my feelings, and share share me as a person with so many other people. And yeah, it's been amazing. My last videos have reached a very big group of people, which is quite new for me, because I'm not used to this at all. I'm not used to being watched by so many people, and it takes some getting used to. If I see how many views and reactions, comments I receive, and how many likes, it just it's still a bit overwhelming, but I'm very happy, and I appreciate it a lot. It's been just the last few videos. In the videos before, people watched it, and I loved everybody commenting, and it really kept me going when my videos didn't get watched that often. But now it's a little bit different. I'm still, of course, a very small YouTuber, and it's not like it's not crazy numbers. I guess you people must think, well, what are you talking about? You're still such a small channel, and I am. But yeah, for me, if you think about thousands of people watching you, that's a bit scary, right? For me, that's a bit scary. But I try to be as honest and open as I can, and it's still YouTube, of course. I try to film things nice and make things look nice, but I try to be honest about who I am and my feelings, and living here and living in this situation. And it's not like I'm pretending to be or to do something else. It's just, I try to be honest with you guys, and with being honest, it's like I show part of my soul in a way. So what I notice now is, it's really, when you open your soul to so many people, show your feelings, show how you are, how you think, try to be honest as much as you can. It also can hurt a little bit. I'm lucky enough that most of you, almost everybody that's watching this and that commented on my last few videos, it really makes my day. I don't think I can explain with words how happy it makes me to see those nice comments, especially because I'm a bit new to this and still a bit scared. But it really makes my day. I try to read every single one of them, and I also try to take time to really read them, understand what everybody is saying, and try to write something back to you, because for me it's really important, and it really helps me to do this. It helps with a bit of anxiety I feel about it, and also I noticed, because you open your soul, you can take in so much positivity from everybody, and that really helps me as well. The small negative comments I do get, I think everybody on YouTube, on the internet, gets those. Also in the open world, of course, in real life. But this is my real life, so those negative things can really get to me, and I'm trying to learn how to cope with that, and I think I will just get used to it. But I think also in a part it's good that it gets me, because I want to grow as a person. And at first, when I started this, I wanted to please everybody, and I wanted to be able to make videos that everybody enjoys. And I know this is not for everybody, and even though I try to be as honest about everything, and I did some multiple Q&As, and in most of my videos I try to explain about my life and what I'm doing and the property, and I don't like telling lies, so I try to be very truthful as much as I can. I do like to have some privacy, of course, but yeah, still some people are always going to say things, and I guess that's just part of the internet, part of life. So yeah, for everybody that leaves a comment, it makes me very happy, and yeah, it gives me energy as well. So I'm very excited now. Of course, I was excited before, and every single comment that I had on videos that weren't watched that much still meant the world to me, and it still does with everybody commenting now. And I don't really know what this talk was going to do. I just wanted to share my feelings about doing YouTube, and maybe explain a little bit more about how I am as a person and why I'm doing this, and also why I struggle sometimes, but I guess we all do in a way. But with this, yeah, it's not. I think most of my friends and family would say it's not really that something that suits me in a way, because I'm a very private person and don't share my feelings that often. But I think in a way that's what makes it work for me as well, because I'm maybe forced to think about my feelings a little bit more and share them more with people, and in a way build a community with people, have a group of people that I talk to, and you guys talk to me. So yeah, I don't know, it's a bit rambly. I guess I'm just rambling now, but some of you will probably make sense of it anyway. So I just wanted to say thank you, that's it. I was just enjoying this beautiful rainbow, and want to say thank you for everybody for the support I get and watching this. So yeah, I'm going to go inside now. It is dry still, but I'm going to go inside, get some warm clothes on, and then go to bed. And then tomorrow morning we will start building, well, finishing the guinea pig enclosure. So yeah, get some sleep and start working. Good morning, guys. Yesterday, after I watched those beautiful rainbows, I didn't get any storm, so we just got the beautiful rainbow and no thunderstorm. The dark clouds went by very quickly, so yeah, no storm at all. And today I woke up, and I don't know if you can see it from my face, but it is very hot. It is extremely hot right now. Especially because we've had only like cold days and rain pretty much up till now, and now it's I think it's 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but I will look on the thermometer outside because it tells me, so when I go outside I will check. But yeah, it's pretty hot, and I'm already hot inside here. My cottage is located at the back of the property, and it is under the trees. So most of the day my cottage is in the shade, but I do have the view over the horse fields. For you guys that have seen multiple videos, you have probably seen the view from my window. If you are on my deck outside, you look over the fields, and that side, the side where the fields are at, there are not much trees because there's a horse field, and my deck is there as well. So and that part of my cottage is exposed to the sun, and it's also a nice dark black wooden outside wall, so it gets hot very quickly. And I'm actually pretty good with heat, I'm pretty good with cold as well. I don't really mind high or low temperatures, it's fine for me. But the first few days that are like this hot, or the first few days that are very cold, I need to get used to it a little bit. So I'm sweating, but it's fine. It's very hot. It's sunny out, so hopefully this will be the start of summer. And hopefully it will not get hotter. It's always like this. The last few videos you hear me talk about the rain and the storms, and now it's so incredibly hot all of a sudden, from 0 to, well, 100 in a day. But yeah, I've seen the forecast and they suspect it will be hot like this a few days and then it will cool down again. So we'll see what's true about that. But for now, yeah, we're going to deal with the heat. And first things first, I'm going to make breakfast now, drink a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to head outside. And what I'm going to do is put the horses on the summer field, because it's pretty warm now. The ground will dry up very quickly. It is still wet right now because the rain has just been so bad, guys, but yeah. Now it will dry up pretty quickly, so that's the thing that makes me very happy. And then they can go on the summer field. They always enjoy it a bit more because yeah, it's just a very nice field under the trees. In this field where they are now, the winter field, the one that doesn't really have grass, somebody pointed it out in the comments as well in my last video, that they are not on the grass and that it's very sad for them that they cannot eat grass. But with this kind of horses, actually, they do better when they are not full-time on the grass. So if you see them standing there and you don't see grass around them, my horses always have the ability to eat hay. So they always have food. But the kind of horse it is, it's better for them to not be always on long grass. In the summertime I have them in the field mostly during the day, and at night I bring them to the other fields just to make sure they don't eat too much, because they can get colic, they can get other diseases with their hooves, because it's just not great for them if they eat too much of the grass. So don't worry, they will not starve here. If you can see them, for the people that know, they look very healthy, and they are even a little bit on the overweight side, so they are not skinny at all. But yeah, I'm going to put them on the grass now, so they can enjoy a few hours there. They still need to get used to it again, because they haven't been on there for, I think, 2 weeks now. So I will introduce them again so their body can adapt. So that's what I'm going to do next. Now I will make breakfast, then I will go outside. There was a little side quest I need to tell you about as well, but we are also going to continue the guinea pig enclosure, and I have a new idea for it that I'm also going to share with you guys, but I need to think it out a little bit better before I start talking about it. But yeah, focus on the breakfast now.
The brightest sky I have ever seen, the most colorful one like a dream. You wake me up with a new white smile, and I know I'm truly alive. I wanna save every moment now. Hold tight, my love, we got this one right. And if they ask us where we've been hiding, we'll just shake our heads. And when no one is listening, I confess, I let you in on everything, even the fact that I'm obsessed with you. I hope I don't scare you too much, baby.
I heard some annoying ticking from the electric fence, so don't know if you guys can hear it, but I will turn it off anyway.
Life's like a train, running smooth, I've been made for you. And when no one is listening,
That's better. Oh, it's so warm and sunny. Yeah, it will definitely take some time to get used to it again, but it is very nice. You can probably hear a lot of background noise as well. That's just all the farmers, because the sun is out, they need to work on the field, and it has been raining so much that Up till now it was just, for most of the farms it was not possible to go on the fields because they would just ruin everything. And now the sun is out, it's very warm, and yeah, everybody is able to work again. So that's always a great thing. I don't mind waking up and hearing the sounds of the farmers nearby, because it's just I'm used to it and it feels a bit nostalgic. Definitely nicer to sit outside and enjoy breakfast than being inside because it's raining so much. Zenny, because he's older, he is always breathing a bit quickly, but now it's very hot out and he also needs to get used to it. But for Zeno it's always possible for him to go outside whenever he feels like it, if he wants to be inside because it might be cooler there. We have, I don't really know what it's called in English, but it's like a cooling mat. It's a place where he can lay down and it's filled with, like, I don't know, a material that feels cold, so it works great for him. So he can just lay down there to cool off, and now he understands how it works. So yeah, he uses it not that often, but it's just nice to know that he can cool down if he wants to. Hey boy? But he's just very old. And yeah, good boy. He's looking at all the farmers in the field right in front of me. Hey, you like to look at things. Oh, Milky. Very busy with animals always. Let's release the horses. This is what I got so far. I put the stones in. They are not in the places I have in mind yet, but today I want to build like the outer wall of the enclosure to keep all the guinea pigs in when they are here. But I was thinking of something new, because I've been talking about this and I've shown you a drawing of what I have in mind, and I think that will be pretty cool. But right now I was thinking, because in this area over here, where it's kind of flat and it's the lowest point, I wanted to build like a very small tiny pond. Nothing big, just a small water area, because I think it would look cool and it keeps it natural. And yeah, now I was thinking, because we have this small hill up here, because in the middle of the enclosure the ground will be a lot higher, it might be cool to build a very tiny small waterfall. So that makes things a bit different, because it's going to take a bit longer to finish the enclosure. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build the outside wall, put it in, make sure everything looks nice and I know exactly how big it will be. Then I can measure out the area where I want the small pond and the waterfall, but I can make everything ready and then finish the waterfall and the pond when the enclosure is actually already ready to use. So that's what I'm going to do now. I need to figure out how I want it and everything. Need to order some extra stuff for it, so it will probably take a bit longer to finish it completely. But I will make sure it's a nice enclosure and almost finished. So the pond and the waterfall will be the last, but that will probably take a few weeks. So today we're going to make sure it's closed up, and then we'll see from there. Something like this is what we're working with. Right now I put them over there so I can see the shape and the form and think about the easiest way to connect them to each other. Because of the hill and the elevation in the middle of the enclosure, I will probably need to work a little bit around it, because these are pretty straight, so they don't bend that easy. So we'll make it work. It's actually, like I imagined it. That's what it looks like. Of course I need to put them in the ground still, so it's higher now. It will be a bit lower when it's done. But I like the height of these. Guinea pigs are not great jumpers anyway, so I went with a little bit higher than what I think is needed. And if it's needed, of course I will put netting over it. And also with the small pond waterfall, when I'm going to build it inside of here, it's going to be really tiny, and I'm not going to put any fish or animal in there. It's just to make it look nice and give the guinea pigs a nice and natural enclosure. So don't worry about that. There is not going to be any animals living in there. It will be too small for it as well. And I have the bigger koi pond and the very large ponds on the property, so I don't need anything else to keep fish in. But yeah. Now I just need to figure out a way to put them in the ground safe and steadily, because we are under the trees. There's going to be a lot of roots underneath here, but I think I will just dig very small holes and manage that way. But this is what it's going to look like. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out so far. This part over here, I think, will be the hardest to connect in a great way, and to make this line straight. The hill is it's a little bit too high for things like this, but that's why I am going to do this part first, because once this is in, I make sure the rest is lined up and everything works out. So I'm going to start here, and as with all the things I built, I want it to be functional. I want the animals to have a nice enclosure, but doesn't need to be beautiful. Of course I like it when it looks nice, but it doesn't really need to be beautiful. So I'm going to see if I can manage to put these next to each other. If not, I will make sure there is like this overlap, so this is not an area where they will be able to escape. But we'll figure it out as we go. I'm going to use a screwdriver and a hammer to put this in the ground. If I use a shovel, the hole will be too big and it will lose a bit of its sturdiness, so that's why. I am going to need to fill this up because there was the stone thing underneath there. What do you call it? A tegel, you say in Dutch. Let me look it up. A tile. Yes, of course. There was a stone tile underneath here. Pretty big one as well. If I want this to be straight, I need to fill this gap up. So I will put some dirt in here. But the rest, completely finished. I'm quite warm now. It's very hot, but yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. So.